Hello, good morning to you, everyone. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. A special good morning to our friends listening from Kofor Radio and KT Radio. Coming up, interest rates surge on the money market to 31.2% as government achieves 15% oversubscription of treasury bills. Also coming up, Ghana's first domestic credit ratings agency expected to be established before the end of this year as government moves to promote the issuance of more local debt instruments. Plus, government advised to review the current property tax system by focusing more on first-class residential areas if it intends to achieve its revenue target in 2023. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us, everyone. My name is Daryl Kwao. Interest rates continue to surge on the money market, signaling an increase in the cost of domestic debt. According to the latest results by the Bank of Ghana, the government recorded about 15.10% oversubscription of treasury bills to the tune of 3.52 billion cedis. Here's more.
Interest rates have been going up across the yield curve after the government forced the rate to come down in May. This follows the completion of the first phase of the domestic debt exchange program. According to the auction results by the Bank of Ghana, the yield on the 364-day bill went up by 0.41% to 31.65%. Again, the rate of the highly patronized 91-day bill shot up by 27.36% from 27.02%. Similarly, the rate on the 182-day bill went up by a marginal 0.10% to 28.71%. Meanwhile, all the bids tendered for the auction were accepted. The 91-day bill received an uptake of about 2.63 billion cedis. That of the 182-day bill received bids worth little above 650 million cedis. The one-year bill, however, got bids to the tune of 237.08 million cedis.
Ghana should, before the end of this year, have its first domestic credit ratings agency established. This is what Joy Business has picked up from persons putting in place the structures for this agency to fully take off. George Afe has more.
Based on the documents seen by Joy Business, the domestic credit rating agency has already been registered under the name Credit Rating Agency Ghana Limited. The Ghana Stock Exchange has signed up for 50% shares in this company. The National Insurance Commission will have 25%, and the National Pensions Regulatory Authority will take up the remaining 25%. It has already secured a provisional license from the Securities and Exchange Commission as it works to get the full license. From the document, the World Bank is also supporting the recruitment of a technical advisory firm to help with the full takeoff of this company. It is the expectation of government that the establishment of this agency will aid in the issuance of more domestic debt instruments and promote an alternative source of funding for companies to raise capital. The domestic agency will also allow for independent valuation of the credit worthiness of various corporate papers that are issued and give investors more options to review companies that want to raise funds as well as go public.
George Afe with that report. Economist Professor Charles Acker has called for a review of the property tax regime to make it more targeted and efficient. According to him, the current property tax system is not good enough to bring in the projected revenue captured in the 2023 budget. Speaking to Joy Business, Professor Acker said government could get more funds if it focuses on property tax in first-class residential areas across the country.
Just Accra alone, if you decided to raise just about 0.25% on the properties in Accra, you'll be raising about 11 billion Ghana cedi by my analysis. Just even focus on East Legon Airport residential wetlands and here, and look at all the real estate. When I was coming, people were advertising real estate. They are quoting them in dollars. Okay, so you can buy a property in East Legon for $200,000, 1 million Ghana cedis. And if people are not asked to pay property rate, then you set a target of 167 million. When you are supposed to raise, you could raise as much as 12 billion from property tax alone, from Accra alone, by my analysis.
That was economist Professor Charles Aka. Now, some players from the health and pharmaceutical industry are concerned about the rate at which the current economic challenges are affecting the operations. According to them, much has not been done to support the operations and are calling for more collaboration from government. Specialist obstetrician and gynecologist at Midway Hospital, Dr. Gifty Kwashingiza, says import duties and exchange rate fluctuations are affecting them. She spoke to Joy Business at an inauguration of the hospital's renovated theatre and labour ward.
You need to have some government commitments. Private enterprise cannot do it by itself. You have to have some goodwill because getting financing on your own is quite difficult. Interest rates are high, and so if you get into, and the equipment are also quite expensive. So you need to have some form of legislature that helps healthcare facilities to be able to get loans at better interest rates, to get more advanced technology, because healthcare is evolving. You require new advanced state-of-the-art equipment to diagnose cases, and they're expensive.
Dr. Gifty Kwashingiza is a gynecologist at Midway Hospital. Some stakeholders in the agri sector have called on government to develop holistic policies which will tackle the development of agriculture to avert food crisis in the future. According to them, government would have to put measures in place to ensure a functioning value chain, leveraging technology to boost yields. This, they believe, will solve issues of food shortages and avert food insecurity. Here's more in this report.
Currently, I would say that we have good stock of food in our system.
But as it get into the markets, why do you stock enough corn at the warehouse when in the market?
If you don't regulate it well,
cannot get it.
No, if you don't regulate it well, everything will be gone by April and May, June, July. These are very tough times. Every year, May, June, July, very tough times. So you need to manage these things very well so that you spread it. People will be okay if they go to the market and they get some of these items to buy, even at whatever price, than not getting it at all.
Let's turn to other stories. MultiChoice Ghana has promised to continue to provide high-quality pay television through cutting-edge technology to its consumers. According to its managing director, Alex Otre, the firm is working to improve content and services to ensure pleasant viewing for subscribers. He spoke to Joy Business at the company's media content showcase launch.
This year, I think there's a lot of new stuff. So if you check on Akoma Magic, we're bringing a lot of new shows. So Casanuya more, Market Coins, a lot that we are bringing. The Family Bench. You know, there is no better time to be on Akoma Magic than now. Actually, in the coming few days and weeks, there's a lot of new shows that are coming. Ghanaian, locally produced shows.
Alex Otre is Managing Director of MultiChoice Ghana. Now, as part of its corporate social responsibility, Ecobank Ghana has donated food and other items to the Porters Village Orphanage. According to Acting Managing Director Joanna Mensah, the donation is aimed at making social impact and giving back to societies in which they operate.
As part of our corporate social responsibility, we like to, every year, annually, we donate to institutions. And by this time around, we felt that let's also make a social impact. So we identified a number of underprivileged people, and this is one of them. We had 5 places, and really, we are very happy to be here to make an impact, to make people smile. At the end of the day, I mean, once you're a blessing and you make that kind of impact, people appreciate it, and they're also happy at the end.
Acting Managing Director of Ecobank Ghana, Joanna Mensah. Let's turn to the stock market. Prices of Societe Generale, Standard Chartered Bank, and Fan Milk Limited are expected to rise due to market demand. Here's Grace Munayum of Data Bank Research with more on how your stocks will fare this week.
Last week, the bourse registered 9 price movers of 6 gainers and 3 laggards. Societe Generale, Unilever Ghana, Benzo Oil Palm Plantation, Standard Chartered Bank, SIC Insurance and Fan Milk all gained at week close. However, Carl Bank, Gual Ghana and MTN Ghana all declined. Consequently, the Ghana Stock Exchange Composite Index decreased 0.58% weekly, trimming its year-to-date gain to 24.86%, whereas the Databank Stock Index increased 0.69% weekly to a year-to-date gain of 15.47%. On outlook for this week, we take prices of Standard Chartered Bank, Societe Generale and Fan Milk to rise due to observed market demand. For Joy Business Reports, Grace Munanyun of Databank Research.
Thanks, Grace. Here's how we are starting the week on the currency market. The dollar going for 11 cedis 50 pesos. On the forex or retail market, the pound going for 14 cedis 80 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 50 pesos. On the commodity market, crude oil selling this morning at $88 a barrel. Gold went up by more than $5. Is trading at $1,945 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $3,605 a ton after losing $33. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Kwan. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Kujan.